Go ahead, Tom, kick us off.
Do I need to use the?
Yes, please, because we're still talking to Zoom folks, so it still helps them out.
Welcome to St. Louis. So do you really like arches?
I do. I do. You know, I didn't know too much about St. Louis. That's something that I knew. Sent the tweet out. It's true. And it was well received. So I'm happy about that.
What do you like about arches?
You know, they're unique shapes. I feel like they're not like this typical rectangular type figure. I don't know of another arch like that. So I feel like it's something really unique to St. Louis. And I love being a part of it.
You'll have to go.
Yes, I will. Hopefully. So I didn't even know you could go to the top until like yesterday. So I'm looking forward to that.
So what's it like? You've spent your career with New England. What's it like to be traded and end up?
It's different. I'm still processing it. You know, I found out Friday 1:30, got on a flight at 5 on Saturday and training now. Went to the game last night. So I'm still processing everything, but I've been really well received. Everyone's been really kind. So I'm looking forward to being here. Thank you.
I know it's still early in the process, you're still getting acclimated, but so far with your early impressions, what's your reaction to the team you're joining, especially knowing that you're actually one of several guys who have joined the team now in the mid-season transfer window?
Yeah, there's been a lot of moves. You know, my early first impression, it was a good game last night against a team I hadn't seen before in FC Juarez. So I was impressed with the performance, and training went really well today. I was excited to be, you know, part of the group and excited to get started. So, you know, I'm looking forward to training more and more, getting to meet, you know, more and more of the guys and getting to know them better.
Today, we got your first day really with the team.
Yes. Yeah. So yesterday I met a lot of the guys before the game, rode with the bus to the stadium. But, you know, they were playing, focused on that. So I didn't get a chance to talk to a bunch of them. So today was more my first impression, I'd say.
Next, we'll go to Justin.
Hey, Henry, Justin Warniker, St. Louis Mag. Yesterday, Luis Fanstiel said that you had been on his radar since you were drafted by New England originally. What does it mean to hear something like that, to be acquired by a team that's been interested in you for so long?
It means a lot. You know, it's a team that really believes in me, and I'm happy to be at a team that really believes in me. So that's fantastic. You know, I talked a lot with Lutz, and as you said, he told me I'd been on his radar for a while, and he was really happy that he could get the deal done, and so was I.
Next, we'll go to John Lupo.
Henry, from the impressions that you have of the talent on this roster and just the players, how do you see your role? What's your impression of just the overall players on this roster and the way they can play, especially with the season they had this last year, finishing top of the West and bringing a lot of those core players back and the new players that have come in? Just your overall impressions of the roster. Have you trained with your teammates yet? Have you talked with them? And just, like I said, your overall impressions.
Yeah, good squad, good roster. Obviously, amazing season last year. This year, not quite as good, but there's still time to turn it around. You know, got to play with a lot of the guys who didn't play major minutes last night, so that was great. And, you know, got to see the guys who played last night. So, you know, really impressed with the group, and I look forward to getting to play with all of them.
If I could just add a quick one, Roman Berkey, I know that being that you're a defender, what you've seen of him in MLS over the last couple of years, just your thoughts about playing in front of a goalkeeper like that.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be amazing. Obviously, what he's done with his career is fantastic. First season, won goalkeeper of the year. That's correct, right? Yes. So amazing year. You know, and I've played with some good goalies, and he's right up there. So I'm really excited to play with him and get to know him and, you know, learn from him.
When you took the bus over on Sunday, when you walked through the crowd, did people recognize you?
Yeah, there was a couple. I actually got recognized when I landed at the airport, which was a really warm welcome, and I was impressed, like, with the fan base, you know, really up to date. You know, I found out only a couple hours before that, and they already recognized me at the airport in street clothes. So I was really happy that they knew me, and seems like a really great fan base.
Dude, was there any inkling? I mean, it looked like New England was starting to clear roster spots. They'd had the Jones trade, a couple days before that. Was it feeling that things might happen at all?
I only knew for sure when they told me. Obviously, my agent tries to keep me up to date. And there were, some guys that I knew here. I know Jared Phillips, the strength coach. So I was aware of the rumors. My agent kept me updated with what he could, but I didn't know for sure until Friday.
Going to Brennan Weesey? Go ahead, Brendan.
Henry, how we doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great, thank you. Just the thought process of when you're in a new city, you're with a new team. What what do you imagine your time is going to require just to get yourself familiar with the area, familiar with your teammates? Do you let yourself just get immersed in the soccer culture as opposed to maybe overthinking it a little bit as you arrive in a new place? What's that going to be like for you?
I think the transition is going to be just, focus on training initially, stay in the hotel, just focus on training, get that piece, get acclimated to the group and to the training and how we train, the time, lifting beforehand. So there are little differences like that I'll focus on first. Then the next piece of the puzzle is figure out where I'm living. I've heard good things about Central West End and other neighborhoods, so I'm looking forward to get to know places. But take care of the soccer piece first, and then figure out the living situation, and take it from there.
Has it felt like just a blur over these last, I guess, 72 hours plus?
Yeah, yeah, it has. Been a bit of a whirlwind. So it happened really quickly, but that's how things move in this sport. And it's a good thing, I'm glad I'm here training already. I didn't know how fast I was going to get out here. So to already have my first session under my belt is a great thing.
Welcome to town. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, since you can't play in the League's Cup, was there an option to not come quite as quickly, considering you're not going to play for
Couple weeks. Yeah. So Lutz called me. He said, we want to get you out here for the game. Just have me be a part of that experience. I said 100% I'm on board. And so I was happy to get out here as quickly as I can, because the faster I transition, the more time I have to prepare. So I was happy to get out here quickly.
What was that experience like last night? You walk out there at halftime and wave. It wasn't maybe the biggest crowd City's had, but it was,
For sure. Yeah. No, great crowd, great stadium. So nice to be playing on grass. That's something that I don't take for granted. The pitch is beautiful. The facilities are too. Really warm welcome. Like I said, fans recognize me, taking photos with me. So I feel really, really happy to be here.
Tim Parker had an outsized presence in this community. He was kind of one of the big guys. What's it like kind of replacing Tim Parker?
I heard I have big shoes to fill. That's what I've been told. It sounds like a great guy, both for the team and the community. So I'm sure he'll be missed, but I'm hoping to have an impact like he did.
Talk about your game, aggressive style.
Aggressive for sure. Yeah, really aggressive. But not overly so where I don't want to get beaten behind, protecting the space behind me. Tenacious, I would say, is one of my characteristics. And a leader. So, those are all things I will bring to the table.
Yeah, did you begin to feel like a Bostonian? I mean, you're a New York guy originally, but did you become a Boston guy in your time in New England?
Yeah. So, there were some New York things that I'm not willing to give up. I'm still a Yankees fan. I would love to go to a Cardinals game soon. They'll be my NL team, and I'll have my Yankees be the AL team. But Boston's a great city, and I look forward to getting to know St. Louis. I've heard only good things. So
Cardinals play the Mets today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tune in.
4:10.
Okay, coming up.
What part of New York are you from?
Downtown Manhattan. So when people actually say, "Oh, you're from New York," yeah, like the city. So yeah, it was really fun growing up there.
Wow. So you were there until you went off to college?
Correct. Yeah. So lived there until I was 18. Went to Charlottesville for, my 3 seasons, and then got drafted to England, and now here.
What was was it like playing soccer in the middle of?
Yeah. I tried explaining this to someone. There's not a lot of field space. So what they did is they built piers into the Hudson River and the East River to, make field space. And it was really fun. There's always a game going on. I would probably say it's either the biggest sport in the city or the second biggest behind basketball. So, there's always a game, always pickup going on. So I really enjoyed it.
So, yeah, was it tough to get just you had to make a trip, I guess, every time? You're just going to just walk out in the front yard
No,
and play soccer.
correct. Yeah, there was a park nearby. I grew up in a community that had a lot of parks nearby, so that was really great. I have a younger brother who played up until college with me. So, I was able to train with him all the time. So while we didn't have a yard, there were plenty of parks. And honestly, maybe it made it better because there was always someone you could play with and always a group of guys who wanted to play pickup or whatever.
UVA, just because of the soccer heritage, or was there other reasons to go to UVA?
Both a really good school. So the academics were important. That's something that my parents instilled into me too. My dad went to Harvard, so he wanted me to go Ivy League route. I also wanted to play soccer, and he came around to it, and so was really happy. My parents have always supported me. So the decision was both on soccer front, but also on an academic front.
Did you almost go to Harvard?
No. Yeah. I feel I could have gone the Ivy League route, but I might not be here if I did. So I'm really happy with my decision.
What else? What do you like doing besides soccer?
Taking walks, I think walking is a great thing. Just, it's relaxing, calm you down. Talking with my friends on FaceTime. Not very good at video games, so I don't play a ton. But we'll relax, watch some TV. Yeah, the usual stuff, I feel like.
So, but you're not a FIFA guy, apparently.
You know what? I'm not very good, so I don't play a ton.
And how Irish are you?
A bit. So my grandmother was from Armagh, which is north. So my mom's side, she has the Irish blood that I received. So not a ton, but Irish.
Have you been?
I have a while ago. Blarney Castle, did the touristy stuff, went to Dublin. But it's been a while.
Is Henry like a family name? It's not, I don't know many Henrys your age.
Okay. Is it an older name?
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
I don't know. Is it? I mean,
I don't know. So my uncle is Henry. I'm trying to think who else is Henry. My grandfather, it's on my mom's side. So Henry's been a name on my mom's side for a few generations now.
I was just looking for, like, in 1998. Were you born in 98?
98, yeah.
Yeah, it's not among the top 100
Really?
names. Yeah.
Okay. Unique, different.
Henry, thank you for joining.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
you.